Emerson Zealy's best on ground. Siren sounds. We are underway in the top flight grand final.
And it's Diamond Creek Women's. Holly Pink wins the first hit out. Michaela Appleby with the clearance. They're already inside 50 are the Creekers. All locked up. Just out inside the 50-metre arc, directly in front of Diamond Creek Women's goal, so they've got a very positive start.
Wind not as strong as it was in that earlier game as well.
So it'll certainly be interesting to see if they can take advantage as they get their ball out here to Diamond Creek through Lauren Durante, sends it to the top of the goal square. Linda Thorpe up against two St. Mary's opponents, and they managed to lock it up at the top of the goal square. So Diamond Creek Women's kicking to the right of your radio dial, St. Mary's to the left. As this ball about to be tossed back up by the umpire. It'll be Thorpe competing in ruck, but it's Kitchell who won the hit out, and the ball once again locked up.
So we're deep inside 50 for the Creekers. We can still expect the ball to be at this right end of your radio dial for much of the game. Unable to get a clean look is anyone until the Borough exited towards the outer side. Bouncing ball still might favour the Creekers. They go one way, they go the other, but they ran out of room. And some great tackling pressure sees an early win here for Emerson Zealy, who will look to go towards the outer side. It's a very high ball, and it's going to just bounce its way out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So we're about 55 out from the Creekers' goal. Early in what's a fantastic day by the looks of it so far here at Preston City Oval. Big crowd starting to build as well as the two rucks in the team of the year in Division 1 in Georgia Kitchell and Holly Pink go at it again. Tap from Pink, almost was able to get her own clearance on all fours, got the handball away to a teammate. The Borough getting in hard. It's Drolommy of the Georgia variety trying to get through, just overrunning it was the Borough as the Creekers get it towards goal. They've got plenty of numbers surging forward. A snap on goal here through Durante. He's just going to get to the line, and it's Johnson doing some defensive work to punch that through. First score of the grand final goes to the Creekers, one behind. Borough are yet to score, but they look threatening going forward, Bruno.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a very good start from them. Have to see if they can capitalise even more with a major, at least.
Amy Mitchner with the kicking, going to this broadcast side. Couldn't take the mark there, could Emerson Sealy. Applies the tackle, has it at the right half forward flank for Diamond Creek Women's right in front of us. Out here at Preston City Ovals, Kitchell and Pink lock horns once again. Pink just tries to bullock her way through, manages to get a handball away, but it's still not going anywhere from the stoppage. And it's inside Diamond Creek Women's attacking 50 though, around 45 metres out from their goals. As Kitchell got the leap and the tap down, nearly running onto it there was Kreuzberger. It's Diamond Creek Women's sending it inside 50. Bit of courage there from the St. Mary's players, but it won't pay off. Durante with the running shot misses. A terrific effort there from Lauren Durante, but it's just a minor score. Diamond Creek Women's two behind. St. Mary's yet to score 3 minutes played.
Early stages, the Creekers have dominated, but as we know, it's not always a guarantee by kicking that way first that it will land with an early advantage. As the ball's cleared away by the Borough, getting hands onto it was Zealy. Georgia Girolami trying to paddle it forward, but unable to do so. We'll go again 49 metres out from goal. Diamond Creek Women's goal, that is. Ball gets tossed up again. Tap coming on that occasion from Kitchell, trying to clear it away was the Borough. They go towards the broadcast side. It's Appleby that taps it to her advantage and manages to get boot to ball before it exiting the boundary line. The bounce didn't favour Hardy, but she's going to lay a big tackle anyway. And we'll have a boundary throw in. So Jess Hardy's 26th birthday today. It was her birthday the day after the Division 2 Grand Final last year, but she gets to play in another decider on her birthday today. Just her 6th game of the season, of course, came in late to this Borough team after winning best on ground in the Grand Final of Division 2 last year. She looked to have an impact immediately, but at the back of the pack, it's a chance for Diamond Creek Women's as they burst this ball forward, but doing great work is Sarah Johnston in defence, and they'll go again.
Don't mind the move of Sarah Johnston into defence. The kick was smothered though. Durante got a player over the top in Linda Thorpe, who's going to run into an open goal and get the Creekers first on the board. Not a great play in the end from Sarah Johnson, and the Creekers pounce. They move to 1-2-8. St Mary's yet to score. 4.5 minutes played here in this first quarter.
Well, great pressure there in the forward line, wasn't it, Bruno, to allow the Creekers that opportunity, and that's what they've built their game on already this year.
Yeah, definitely a lot of numbers around the ball. There were at least 3 Diamond Creek players before any other options for St Mary's, and it just really worked out for them in the end.
So the Creekers hit the scoreboard first. It's 1-2-8 to no score. 5 minutes gone. Opening term of this top flight grand final. The tap from Kitchell's a beauty, and it's going to land in the direction of St Mary's. It's going to be Chesser that sends this one forward. Now bouncing one to half forward, picked up by Meg Girolami. Ran out of room and lost the footy. Now the Creekers are looking to rebound themselves. Not able to get a handle on the bounce. There's Alana Watts, but now the numbers are right for both sides. And look at Bridget McEntee coming through towards the pocket now. It's a foot race towards the boundary line. Trying to get there first is Olivia Karana. And we're going to have a boundary throwing deep inside 50 for the Borough. So it's 1-2 to no score, 5 3/4 minutes gone. The free kick's been found in this stoppage, and it's going St Mary's way. So this will be their first real opportunity on goal. It looks like it's going to be Charlotte Evans. We want a 45-degree angle. She'll probably kick from about 40 metres out. She's kicked 4 goals versus the Creekers in games this year. She'll be looking to make it a 5th. Evans starts her approach. It's a great looking kick. It just won't get to the line. Offhand, still plenty of opportunities for St Mary's. A kick on goal was intercepted. Still numbers around this footy. The Creekers desperately looking to get themselves out of trouble, and they eventually do, although that kick's just worked out in the end and the Creekers are away.
They have it at the right half-back flank, and they send it to this broadcast side wing. The kick out of thin air from St Mary's. Tried to find McKenty, who applied the tackle. And I have this ball tossed up. A good response from St Mary's after conceding the early territory. They have it in their attacking half as Pink with the big leap and the tap down. It'll be Kitchell, who follows up and gets it to Caitlin Krusberger. Sends it to true centre half forward in front position. Taking the strong mark was the Diamond Creek player.
So Saunders, I think it may have been, to take that mark. She's going to send it towards the corner of the centre square. It's a bouncing ball towards centre wing broadcast side. It's a chance for Grace Adamo to try and get it forward, and a good tackle laid by Georgia Girolami, but it was a bit overzealous, and a push in the back is the call. So it's going to go back here to the Creekers and to Alicia Ryan. She'll look to send her side further ahead. She's almost true centre wing broadcast side. 7.5 gone. Opening term of this grand final. 8 plays 0. Zealy all over this one. Did get hands onto it, but was unable to complete the mark. And we'll go out of bounds for boundary throwing. So we're 60 metres out from the Diamond Creek women's goal. Plenty of Seagulls making their presence known today, so giving that job a bit extra harder for us. But here's Hardy. Just got the handball away. Almost dragged it back in. Instead, the Creekers will absorb the tackle and will go again.
Early stages, that ruck battle has certainly been a fascinating one. Pink with a big leap along with Kitchell. It's the latter who won the tap down. McKenty applied the tackle. She'll look to follow up her own work, but can't escape.
Great year for McKenty as well. Team of the Year member as well. Superb performance this year.
Absolutely. As it's Kitchell who follows up her groundwork. Bazzini. Bone-crunching tackles everywhere, and Alyssa Reese clears the congestion. But it's going to be Diamond Creek Women's who send it inside forward 50. The kick went over the top of the St Mary's play, but out the back was Sarah Johnston. High up and under ball. No mark taken there by Chesser. On the ground is Kitchell, who got a handball away, and Chesser's wrapped up. We'll have the ball up right in front of us.
65-70 out from the Creekers goal. They lead 1-2-8. St Mary's yet to score. About to tick into the 9-minute mark of this first term of the grand final. You see the wind there affecting that ball up as well. Hardy at the back of the pack, able to send it forward. It's a high spiralling footy towards the centre square. Almost a mark claimed in the end by the Borough player in Charlotte Evans. She'll look to go again. Ball gets tossed up. Tap from Kitchell, works out for Diamond Creek. Trying to get here is Coppola. She's confronted here by McEntee, and it's one back by the ladder. Sends a high ball towards centre wing broadcast side. Blaze flying everywhere, and a couple of Creekers with a bit of carnage, and just slow to her feet is Tiana McLean, but She is okay, just a bit worse for wear as you would be after a big hit like that, but she's good to go. Kitchell straight to McKenty, very high ball, not the 15. Creekers with numbers around the contest. Umpire says I'll have it. And some good signs here for both sides.
Right on the Northern Football Netball League logo out here at Preston City Oval, as Kreuzberger just tries to bustle her way through the congestion and can't. Have another stoppage. 10 minutes gone here, halfway through this first quarter. It's the Creekers who lead 1-8 to St. Mary's yet to score. We'll have this ball tossed up once again. Plenty of stoppages in these opening stages, the last couple of minutes in particular. I was trying to get it clear from the stoppage there was Bentley Butler, but it's in the favour of St. Mary's. It's in their attacking half now, although Diamond Creek Women's do really well to clear it. St. Mary's managed to get a high free kick though, and it looks like it's going in the direction there of Lily Cotter, who looks to send St. Mary's inside 50.
Cotter still too far out to score. High ball towards half forward, again off a bunch of hands. Kriegers with numbers around this contest, spills at the back. It's going to be a shot on goal here from Jada Hope. Does she get the bounce? Kriegers getting numbers back, happy not to concede. But great pressure from the Borough, sees them win the footy back, and they get that shot on goal through Bickerton. And St. Mary's get on the ball for the first time this afternoon. A great goal, great read of the play there by Madison Bickerton. And the Borough 1-6, the Creekers 1-8, seemingly Bruno against the run of play.
Yeah, very crucial goal there. You want to get goals on that side of the ground. It'll help you once you do have the wind in your favour that quarter. It has died down a little bit, but it's good reward for effort there.
Absolutely it is, and Madison Bickerton will definitely enjoy that, but it's been the case with the first two goals. Forward pressure as it's Kachel with the tap down. Diamond Creek Women's will win this clearance though. Durante just tried to ride the tackle off Caitlin Kreuzberger. Can't. This ball locked up once again in the middle of Preston City Oval as it's Pink. Tried to get a two-hander tap down. She manages to get a handball out, but it's only in the favour of St. Mary's. Getting the handball away there was Kate Dines. As she looks to follow up her own work. It spills out now in the favour of Caitlin Kreuzberger, who just went the kick off the ground. And St. Mary's advance it further forward inside their forward 50. Ball is locked up though. The Creekers pressure still remains strong. And we'll have a ball up inside forward 50 for St. Mary's.
So we've seen already how crucial goals to the left of your radio dial are. The Borough want to try find another one after kicking one just moments ago. Rees at the back of this pack. But there's a push in the back free kick that's going the way of Lily Cotter. So Cotter's just going to, in the meantime, Pink's still down on the ground here for Diamond Creek Women's, slow to her feet. But she is okay and makes her way back to the defensive goal square. Lily Cotter, meanwhile, kicks from the paint of 50, low ball inside, again off hands. Creekers have the numbers around. Coppola tries to push it forward. Rees gets there first. Clever handball out to Meg Girolami. Just got boots of ball. Bouncing towards the goal line. Creekers again get there first, but the Borough with some great pressure. It's a holding free kick. A holding free kick is going the way of St. Mary's. And it is going to be, I think, Charlotte Evans, who will look to kick her 11th goal of the season. As we mentioned before, 4 goals against Diamond Creek Women's in 2024. Evans from 25 metres out gets St. Mary's second. And the Borough for the first time today hit the front. They're 2 straight, 12. Diamond Creek Women's are 1-8. And who knows, Bruno, those goals against the wind could prove pivotal at the conclusion of this contest.
Definitely, I'm sensing a bit of deja vu. This isn't too different from the first quarter scoreline of the previous game, so we'll have to see what happens, but a very good result for St. Mary's so far.
She's probably been one that's a bit stiff not to make the team of the year, because Charlotte Evans has been another one that's had such a big impact on this St. Mary's side.
And she is a former Diamond Creek Women's player as well, so I'm sure she would have enjoyed kicking goals against the Creekers as they look to get the clearance through Diamond Creek Women's. Appleby went the kick off the ground. Johnson's the loose player in defence. Can't clearly pick up the ball. It invites an opportunity there for Diamond Creek Women's, and they lock it up inside their attacking 50. So a chance to get an immediate response for Diamond Creek Women's. 14.5 minutes gone in this first quarter. They trail 1-8, 2 straight 12, as it is Evans who just throws it on the boot. It went off the side and it's seen out of bounds. Right half forward flank around 55 metres out from the Diamond Creek women's goal.
There's that nice gust of wind for you. It was Zilly, in fact, with that clearing kick. She's going to be pivotal in the back line for St Mary's. Has been already this year, but even more so today as the ball's back in the middle and Pink can't extract it, so we'll go again. 55 out from the Diamond Creek women's goal, who after kicking the first 3 scores of this game have seen the Borough kick the last 2 goals. Pink just in front. McEntee getting the clearing kick here for the Borough. Almost a mark to Meg Girolami. Front and centre though for St Mary's is Kate Dines, and they get another ball forward here to the Borough. Unable to take the mark were the Creekers. They've still got numbers around this contest, and then despite gaining possession, Cotter was confronted. But again, a bit overzealous, and Cotter's going to win the footy. She'll be on true centre wing, so she's had a bit of it already in this first term, as Lily Cotter. Unsure of where to go, so she's just going to send it deep and as far as she can. Almost claiming that mark was Charlotte Evans. Had to contend with 2 in the end, but we'll have another ball up.
Cotter and Evans having a great start, a great couple of minutes for St Mary's as they've started to get the territory. As Pink won the tap down, Reese looked to shark it. She's in the middle of this pack, and Diamond Creek Women's nearly managed to get it out, but they can't. We'll have this ball tossed up. Left half forward flank around 55 metres out from the St Mary's goal line as it's won out by Kitchell. And this ball will once again be locked up. 16 minutes gone in this first quarter. Diamond Creek Women's 1-2-8 to St Mary's 2 straight 12. As again another hit out for Kitchell. She gets the smother in on the Diamond Creek Women's player. It was too overzealous and gives away the high free kick.
Oh, and the umpire's going to call for 25. I don't think for giving the ball back in time. So Rees will stand the mark in the centre square. The Creekers will look to drive forward. Towards half forward they go. Georgia Girolami got to the contest, just couldn't get a hand onto it. Here's Zealy, managing to get boots a ball. Tough one to get the bounce right for McEntee, but again, a lot of numbers around this stoppage. We'll go again. So we're about 3 minutes away from quarter time here in this Heidelberg Golf Club Division 1 Women's Grand Final. It's the Borough that lead by 4 points, and they get another clearance here through Dines, who's had a promising opening term. Trying to get in the way there, though, was Apted, but they're pushing it back. We'll see Diamond Creek Women's win the footy anyway. So Apted, defensive side of the corridor here at Preston City Oval. Call to play on with the left boot. Sends a very, very high kick. It might work out okay. Just went through the hands of Kreuzberger, but great recovery from Kreuzberger to pick up the footy. And she's going to take a bounce here with plenty of space in front of her. Sends it towards half forward. Coming in the other way was Apted. Punches it forward into the direction of a couple of teammates. One of those was Bazzini, and now the Creekers are out on the outer side. They send it towards half forward. A good kick. Mark not taken by Durante. Still has time to recover. Being confronted by a couple of Borough players, and the weight of numbers allows St Mary's to clear the footy through Caraphillis. Can they get it out in time, the Borough? A lot of numbers around this footy. I think that's a hold, and it will go St Mary's way with the last 2 minutes of the first term.
So they'll be able to reprieve temporarily through Caitlin Kreuzberger. Put together a terrific couple of performance last weekend against Heidelberg. Her kick isn't too great, and the ball is locked up. Left half forward flank, right on the 50-metre arc for Diamond Creek Women's. As Pink and Kitchell, as they will be probably for most of this contest, compete. It's Diamond Creek Women's who win the clearance and send it inside their forward 50. No mark taken. It's again Kreuzberger. Plenty of possessions the last couple of minutes. Her kick is off the side of the boot and seen out of bounds. So we played 18.5 minutes in this first quarter. Minute and a half left. It's St Mary's after conceding the first goal that lead by 4 points, kicking against the breeze in this first quarter. Skitchell tried to follow up her ruck work, couldn't. Umpire circling, but they managed to get it out to Diamond Creek Women's to their detriment, though. It's the clearing kick there coming from Matilda Eames. It's gone out of bounds. Forward of centre for Diamond Creek Women's on the far side.
So last moments of this opening term. Ball will be tossed back into the field of play. Kitchell just getting in hand, but it's a clearance for Diamond Creek Women's. Can they get one more score before quarter time? Trying to prevent that happening the other way was Donnell from St Mary's, but a kicking in danger is going to allow the Creekers another go here. They've got it 70 out from goal, almost directly in front. They send it deep inside 50, off hands, out the back. A chance here for Diamond Creek Women's, and they make sure of it. It's Stephanie Rosario with the goal, and that should help the Creekers take a lead into quarter time. 2-2-14 Diamond Creek Women's. St Mary's are 2 straight 12 as we're about to tick into the end of quarter time. And who knows if that proves to be a pivotal goal in this contest. Rosario, with her first goal of the season, helps the Creekers move to 2-2-14. St Mary's 2 straight 12. Rosario and Linda Thorpe, your goal kickers so far for the Creekers. The Borough, their 2 goals against the win came from Charlotte Evans and Madison Bickerton, but